Charlotte?
Back here.
Oh, he's been working. Art with an anchor, some sculptures.
Hey. Thanks for coming.
Of course. Ethan's dad already pick him up?
Yeah, they just left. I just wanted to thank you. Ethan needed today.
Yeah, so did I.
Honestly, by the end, I was having just as much fun as he was.
He thinks the world of you, you know. After everything, I think you're sort of his hero.
He's sort of mine. How creative he is. You must be so proud of him. He was so thrilled to see you show up with the sword.
I think that was mostly about the sword.
Maybe. But I think he was happy to see you in his world.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm okay.
Charlotte?
God, Alex, don't mind me, okay? Just a lot going on.
I don't mind you at all. Do you want to talk about it?
You're really sweet, but I'm okay. Thanks for swinging by. I'll see you at the festival.
Are you sure? If you want company, I'm...
Said no! Don't you listen? Shit.
I really didn't want to press her.
This was a mistake.
Where did that anger come from? It looks like Charlotte is really pouring herself into her art. This hurts to even look at. How much did it hurt to make?
Oh, it's an artist standing on a pile of dreams next to a coffin.
There's almost an innocence about this one. I wonder what it's saying.
Well, it's probably her son. He's a child and... I mean, the king. He's on the precipice of this cliff that he can slide off of, and there's that cat being hung. It's almost like when Gabe was at the end of the rope. He's feeling a profound sense of loss and like he's the cause.
Wonder what's inside.
Just a bunch of birds that have been locked up and chained. Is that representative of her hopes and dreams? The birds can't take flight and it's all locked away.
Beautiful. So why does it kind of make my skin crawl?
Frustration, despair, grief. Shame. And there's a cage with a bird inside it. So it's as though she's pretending. How does she see everything around her? They'll probably take on new meaning. crumbling. She feels isolated. What's that tapping? Oh, is it her using the chisel?
Her anger is so intense. Maybe there's something here that can tell me why.
Yeah, sometimes when I'm working on art, I find that anger actually tends to be one of the greater motivators. I think it's because you can be so focused and put your all into something.
Gabe, it's your fault. Why would you teach me to need someone again just to go and leave me all alone?
So this is probably in relation to her previous relationship with Ethan's father and how she didn't like being hurt. Oh, they're on a bed of dynamite. So she didn't want to rely on someone again, to fall in love again, to be hurt again.
Ryan, it's your fault. You were supposed to protect us. Why couldn't you?
Oh, the birds are Ryan. Wait, so that's... It looks like it's Ryan lifting Gabe. But who is he grabbing? Oh, I see. That's probably Ethan down there. And is that going to be Alex at the top? Because Ethan is crouched in fear and covering his head.
Alex, it's your fault. Everyone loves you. But I can't look at you without thinking about how everything is since you came into my life.
She's so angry at everyone around her, but there's something else here.
This is Ethan.
What is wrong with me? I can't let myself feel this way. When did I become such a monster? Ethan! It's your fault! Why couldn't you just listen?
You're angry at him. At Ethan. You blame him.
I'm a bad mom, Alex.
Charlotte. Charlotte.
I hate my son, Alex. He's sweet, and he's creative, and he's the most important thing in the entire universe to me. And I hate him. For so long, it was just me and him. It took so long to learn how to be okay with that. And I was. But then, Gabe, I can deal with hating Ryan, or you, or even Gabe. But Ethan, if he had just listened, Gabe would still be alive. It all comes back to that.
Your feelings matter, or your actions are what matter? I mean, feelings do matter. They inform your actions.
What you're feeling makes more sense than you think. Your pain matters too.
None of it matters. He's dead. I wish I were too.
This anger could kill her, and nothing I'm saying is helping. What if I could just take it away?
Oh no, being an emotional vampire? As in drawing it off of her? But then what would she feel? Are you sure she'd be left with nothing? Then you'd be taking that anger onto yourself.
I can do it. I can take her anger from her. What would that do to her? What would it do to me? And even if I can, should I?
Take Charlotte's anger, leave her alone. Like, the thing is, if we take Charlotte's anger, she'll never learn how to move on and deal with it herself and deal with her own emotions. I don't like the idea of the door, because I don't know what she'll do to herself or with herself. She just didn't express the desire to die, or wishing that she were dead too. But what would that anger... Well, because I don't know how she would be able to process it, Alex. I just don't think we should take it.
I can't. I'm sorry, Charlotte.
Wait, really? Is Alex just leaving? Apologize. Reassure. Say nothing. Gosh. Should apologize.
I wish I could do something.
That makes two of us.
Thing is, she can, but it feels horrible. It's just...
Okay. Hear me out. Is Typhon run by the Illuminati?
That would explain the conspicuously triangle-shaped logo.
Boom! Finally cracked it.
Hey.
Alex. So, how did things go with Charlotte?
I wonder if we had tried taking away the anger from her, if we would have come back and been angry with them.
I don't know. She was hurting so much. I thought I'd be able to help her, but I couldn't.
If you couldn't help her, I'm sure no one could.
So please tell me that the USB stick revealed all of Typhon's secrets.
Not yet, but... Alex...
We found a recording of Gabe's call.
I should probably listen to that. I need to know.
We're here for you. Okay?
Wait, stuff on the... Steph says... Dude, thank you so much. You totally killed it. Award-winning bard material right there. Thanks, you're pretty amazing too, you know. Aw, shucks. Ducky. Dear Alex, what a marvelous event. I am so glad I could participate in today's live-action roleplay. It did bring back my days in theater. Did I ever tell you that I once essayed the role for Falstaff in my school's production of The Merry Wives of Windsor? With enough liquor prodding, you may be able to one day get me to recall a few verses. And liquid prodding. I thought I was about to say liquor, but he very well could do it with liquor. And thank you for including me in the festivities. It is nice to take my mind off things. Anyhow, you enjoy our very first spring festival. I can still remember mine, clear as day. Sincerely, Reginald McAllister III. Oh, thanks, Ducky. You were wonderful. Hey, Alex, it's Ethan. I'm really sorry about that. The LARP was amazing, really. You're badass. You don't have to apologize. I had so much fun with you. Have a great time with your dad, and stay safe. We have Ethan Joy. I guess I'm used to feeling like the whole world changes when I take on someone's emotions. But what Ethan's Joy did to Haven, the way it lassoed the entire town and dragged it into his fantasy, I've never experienced anything like that. I actually felt Alex dissolve, slough off, and underneath was just Alexandra. It felt good to try on a different history, to remember a different life in a different world. But when the sirens came and Haven snapped back into focus, I don't think fantasy Alex could have done what I did. Ethan didn't need her. He needed me. That felt good. Monster or mortal, the forest notices, sky sort of power, horrible creatures stalk the street, exactly the heroes I need. We can pry jewels from claws on your behalf, or we can wear masks and stalk the streets. Are we monster? Are we mortal? Whichever you need us to be. There's a lot of memories. Oh, the dollar. For Gabe. We haven't run into a lot of these memories yet. We'll have to find objects with them. Play the recording.
Type in safety. Mac? It's me. Chen. Yeah, okay, just listen. I need you to call off the explosion. Ethan's in the blast radius. Shit. He could get killed. What the hell's wrong with you? He snuck off. We're up here right now, trying to find him. Mac, please. All right, I'm on it. We'll halt the blasts. You can't imagine the headaches this will create for me. Thanks, Mac. Whatever. Just doing my job.
They just ignored him.
You know it's bad when Mac turns out to be the good guy.
You okay?
Just hearing his voice again.
We're taking these down. This USB stick has what I need. Time to dig through it. Gotta find joy in the little things. Right, Gabe?
Talk about
A key part of any good investigation.
Oh, fried rice. Yeah, I suppose it's common in detective movies to have that. Wait, the table is from Typhon? Is it Lumberco? What else does Typhon run?
Ryan brought this down from his station. Hope it comes in handy. A cold case and a warm beer.
Ryan's angry.
We're going to get them. For you, Gabe.
She's sad.
whatever's going on with Typhon. It wasn't worth Gabe's life.
So, how are we?
If we can't work it out ourselves, I could always just seduce the truth out of Diane.
Oh, you really think so?
Yeah. You saw me in action, right?
We're gonna get them, okay?
Yeah, I know we will.
Anything else around the apartment? No.
This time, I don't think Gabe would mind his little sister messing with his stuff. Thanks for spilling your guts. Gabe's call came in from the sat phone at 8:41 p.m. I should find the next call and see if that has any information.
Find out what happened after Gabe's call after 8:41. Satellite phone incoming, outgoing, Typhon HQ.
Lena, it's Diane. We have a problem. You're kidding. There's a kid lost in the mountains near the pit. We need to postpone. Lena?
Haven is your site, Diane, and therefore this is your decision. I know I don't need to remind you of the stakes.
Someone could be hurt. Or killed.
We've been over this. Anyone up there has disregarded posted notices and accepted full liability.
We're talking about a child. I'm just asking for one day.
If you postpone tonight's scheduled blast, you put Rhea in jeopardy. That puts the whole company in jeopardy. Is that what you want?
No.
Then do the math and make the right call. Email me when it's done.
I will.
What the hell is Rhea?
Must have been pretty damn important.
Maybe Diane says more about it in her email?
Maybe. Let me see if I can find it.
It's interesting because Typhon is from myth, associated with monsters. Rhea is one of the Titans. Specifically, she was the Titan sister to Cronus and also his wife. It's, you know, they're brothers and sisters. Like, what happened was Gaia and Uranus had a bunch of children. Uranus being the sky and Gaia being the earth. And they had a bunch of Titan children, including Kronos and Rhea. And Kronos... Well, what happened was there were the Hecatonchires, who are these, like, giant monsters with 100 heads and... Well, no, was it 50 heads and 100 arms? Or 1,000 arms and 100 heads? Or, I don't know. They were really creepy. But they were born after the Titans, as well as the Cyclopses. And everyone knows what Cyclopses are. They're the giants with one eye. And Uranus took a look at those children, and he went, ew, no, I'm going to throw them into a giant pit called Tartarus, because these guys are ugly, and I don't like them. And Gaia was really upset, because they were her children too, even if they were ugly to Uranus. So she asked among her children, you know, who among you will take up arms, take the scythe, and slay your father with it? And Kronos was the only one willing to do so. So he slew or banished Uranus and became the new king of the Titans. But he was just as cruel, if not crueler, than Uranus was, and he was obsessed with the fear of his own children taking his place and killing him in the way that he had killed his own father. So when he married Rhea and they started having their own children, these children included Hades, Poseidon, Demeter, Hera, Hestia, many of the original pantheon of gods. And he would swallow them as soon as they were born to prevent them from growing up and challenging him. And Rhea, she was beside herself because these were her children. And so one day she swaddled up a bunch of rocks and had Kronos swallow those instead. And she sent Zeus, who was her newest baby, off to live with some nymphs in the mountains, where he was fed goat milk and, you know, got to live his life there. But when he was old enough and capable enough, he was able to challenge Kronos. And Rhea had been given a poison by this other Titan called... Oh, what was her name? Metis? Essentially Zeus's first lover, and she was like a sea Titan of some sort. But given a potion to give to Kronos that made him vomit all the other siblings up, and they were all fully grown and whatnot, and it started the fight between the gods and the Titans, which the gods won and prevailed, and in part with the help of the Cyclopses and the Hecatonchires from Tartarus and stuff. It's all cool. Guys, read up on your Greek mythology. Absolutely love it. And if you notice, Greek mythology comes in handy whenever you play a game, whether it be sci-fi or fantasy or a slice of life like this, because usually corporations and, you know, nefarious entities in these games tend to have references to mythology. So Rhea being the mother of the original pantheon of Greek gods. That sounds like a top secret project. And they have all these different sites. So that was incoming. Yeah, outgoing. This is Lena. Now Lena she was the other director that was telling Diane to go through with it. And this is in the morning.
Lena.
Hello, Diane. Is it safe to assume you've gotten your emotions under control?
My emotions? Someone was killed last night because of a decision you made. I
would be very careful with what you say next. Who do you think is more at risk here? Me or you?
Excuse me?
Now, of course, we're all committed to helping you make it through this difficult period. We don't want to see anyone be scapegoated over an unavoidable accident, right?
Right.
Great. Then you and I are aligned. Who else knew there were people in the mountains?
Just my safety manager, Mac. He got their distress call just before I contacted you.
Do you trust him?
I think I can convince him to be trustworthy.
Good. Only one point of contact, and you've got him handled. I think we're going to make it through this just fine. Speak to you soon.
Okay.
I refuse to feel bad for Diane in all this, but damn.
H&B Investigations. Bennett speaking.
Hi, Bennett. This is Diane Jacobs. Lena told me...
Yep, been expecting your call.
Okay. I'm not sure what the next step is.
Just need all the pertinent information on the employee in question. Name, number, address, significant others. We'll handle the rest.
I see.
Just come by the office. My secretary will take everything down. No records that you were even there.
Got it. Okay. I'll come by tomorrow.
Looking forward to it.
It's so gross that Typhon has people watched.
Yeah, so they're watching Mac.
Typhon Mining, this is Diane.
Hello, Diane. My name is Rory Praha. I'm a journalist with the Rocky Mountain Gazette. We'll be printing a story on last night's accident in the paper tomorrow. Would you like to provide a comment?
Yes, I would. Last night's accident was tragic, and made all the more unfortunate by the fact that it could have been avoided with a simple phone call.
A simple phone call. Can you speak more about that?
Of course. Typhon always has a safety manager on duty. One quick call from Mr. Chen to our 24-hour emergency line would have alerted us that there were people in the danger zone, and we could have reacted accordingly and stopped the blasts.
But they
Are
did.
other Haven citizens in danger of meeting the same fate as Gabe Chen?
Absolutely not. As long as you heed the warning signs, you will be safe. And if you ever do find yourself in an emergency, that's what our emergency line is for. There's no danger whatsoever.
All right. We'll be sure to include your comments. Thanks for giving me your time, Diane.
Have a nice day.
I almost threw up listening to that.
Same.
Typhon Mining, this is Diane.
Diane, it's Jason.
Hello, Deputy. You have good news for me?
I suppose I do. You are officially cleared to continue regular operation. The county no longer considers your pit an active crime scene.
Well, that's a huge relief.
Now, to be clear, the investigation is still open and active. Typhon hasn't been cleared of anything yet.
Sure, I understand. But can we start mining again?
Yes, you can start mining again.
Is there anything else?
Nope. No, that's it.
Well, thanks for the call.
Yeah, no problem. Take care, Diane.
You too.
Seems a lot easier to get away with murder than you'd hope.
Ooh, and that's to Toltive hiring. We don't need anything from the chicken or leaf flowers. Don't want to listen to... don't want to listen to this in front of other people.
Typhon Mining, this is Diane.
Hi, Diane. It's Rose down at Town Hall.
Hey, Rose, how are you?
Oh, I'm busy as a bee this time of year. You have a second? Some folks have come in here with some questions about the expansion and all that. I was hoping you could give me some answers to pass along to them.
I'll do my best. What are the questions?
Let's see here. Okay, first question. How many jobs do you expect to create by opening a second pit?
We'll be starting with 25 new positions, but that number is expected to grow to 45 within the first year.
Oh, give me just a moment here to jot that down. Alrighty, next up. Number of questions regarding risks for pollution. Water, air quality, etc., etc. Anything you can offer there?
You know, let me pass that on to our environmental outreach department. They'll get back to you with all the relevant fact and figures.
Oh, sure. No problem at all. And last one. They want to know if there will be more mining vehicles driving through town.
Yes, we will be increasing our transportation needs somewhat with the expansion. But to minimize disturbance, we plan to direct drivers to stick to approved trucking routes. And of course, never after 6 o'clock.
Never after 6. Thanks so much, Diane. That's all I have for you right now.
My pleasure. Have a good one, Rose.
You too.
Diane is really good at pretending to be a person.
Typhon Mining, this is Brandon. Hello, I'm calling from the Department of Land and Resources to confirm the inspection set for next week. Yeah, let me grab Diane for you. Thanks.
This is Diane.
Hi, Diane. I'm calling to...
Confirm inspections?
Yes. Did you have a chance to look over the email I sent?
I did. Everything looks great.
Glad to hear it. I'll see you Thursday then.
Mm-hmm. Have a good one.
You too.
There must be a lot riding on these inspections.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's go to the email archive.
Seems like a lot is hanging on these inspections.
Hey Diane, want to congratulate you on your efforts at the Haven Springs expansion campaign. Just got word back from the state and we've officially passed inspections. Pop some champagne, you've earned it. All that's left is the vote. I've been hearing great things about your progress in the town. Sponsoring the spring festival was a nice touch. Yeah, so they're buying them out essentially. They're buying all these things for the town. Keep up the great work. We're in the home stretch.
Whatever Typhon was up to, it looks like they've all but gotten away with it. Of course, that was Diane's idea. I'm gonna make sure this expansion fails if it's the last thing I do. This is the email Diane mentioned. So what is Rhea?
To Clark, Lena. I warned you, Lena. I warned you. Rhea went off undetected as you insisted. And now someone is dead.
Rhea went off undetected. Was there a second blast that night?
They only had permits for one.
What did Lena say? Without the scheduled blast, Rhea would be discovered?
They're covering something else that would have made noise.
Shit. The blast that killed Gabe was just a cover for another explosion?
We didn't hear another explosion, though. It must have gone off somewhere else.
Somewhere where it wasn't permitted.
If we can find out where it was, that might tell us what it was for. A second blast. That's a Bond villain type stuff. He had a name and a life and a girlfriend and a sister.
You better have a plan. I am not going down for this, at least not alone. She's threatening them.
I bet this is when Diane decided to start copying evidence to this USB stick.
I understand you're upset and emotional about tonight's tragic, unavoidable accident. Therefore, I'm choosing to overlook this momentary lapse of judgment. I'll be calling the first thing tomorrow to discuss how we move forward. I suggest you take the night to cool off.
Wow, that's a funny way to spell criminal negligence. Too bad money can't fix all of Typhon's problems.
Hello, Diane. Sorry to hear about the troubles you have with your hauler. I spoke with some folks about getting the brakes fixed, but given the upcoming expansion, I've decided to go ahead and buy you a new one. We'll send you out a 789 hauler. It should be efficient enough to handle 2 pits. The back guys say that they'll have it there next week.
Wait. Does this mean someone at Typhon feels actual human emotion? No. Not buying it. He's talking about it like it's a sure thing. Who would have thought getting away with murder would be so bureaucratic?
Jake Asher, Senior Inspector. Hello, Diane. I'm emailing to inform you that we've sent the date for inspections on your 2 sites. Please thoroughly review the information below. Give you a call in the next couple days to confirm details. Decommissioned coal shaft. Inspection set for 4:30.
The timing of all this is too convenient to be a coincidence.
Inspection points will be going down to the closed shaft to ensure Typhon has taken proper precautions to stabilize the land post-collapse, and that proper shaft closure procedures were followed.
And I thought above-ground mining was terrifying.
Active uranium pit. Inspection points. This is a general protocol inspection. Please run business as usual on this day. File browser. Rhea schematic.
This is Rhea. This map's too small to tell where this is. I need a map.
That's the site of the 2008 Typhon mine collapse.
Wait, they set off a blast in their current mine to cover up a blast in their old mine?
That shaft was exhausted years ago. There's nothing left to dig up. What could possibly be down there that's so important to them?
Ooh.
Typhon just had to pass a bunch of inspections at the old site, didn't they?
Yeah, so?
So, I don't think they were digging something up. They were burying something.
Ooh.